Shifting Tides in Global Trade. Welcome to Shifting Tides in Global Trade, where we explore the latest developments in international commerce and their far-reaching impacts. Today, we're diving into a significant policy change in Mexico that could reshape the landscape of global trade. In a recent decree signed by Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum, the country has imposed increased tariffs on textiles and apparel imports. This move includes additional tariffs of 15% or 35% on certain apparel categories. Furthermore, many apparel goods are now excluded from qualifying for Mexico's IMEX program, which previously allowed duty-free imports of intermediary goods. This policy shift is aimed at protecting the Mexican textile industry and reducing imports from China. However, the implications of this decision extend far beyond Mexico's borders. Foreign fashion brands and third-party logistics providers, 3PLs, that rely on Mexico for de minimis shipments to the U.S. will be significantly impacted. Needless to say, the timing of this decree is particularly noteworthy, as it comes just 2 weeks before a change in U.S. leadership. The incoming administration's response to Mexico's new tariffs could signal a broader shift in global free trade policies. Additionally, Canada's reaction to this development will be closely watched, especially given its own political challenges. As we witness these unfolding events, it's clear that the ramifications of Mexico's decree will be felt across the globe. The story is just beginning to unfold, and its long-lasting impact on global trade remains to be seen. Stay tuned to Shifting Tides in Global Trade for more updates and in-depth analysis on this and other critical developments in international commerce. The following is an excerpt of the article courtesy of Google Illuminate and YouTube Reels.
This conversation is powered by Google Illuminate. Check out illuminate.google.com for more. So, we're diving into the world of international trade today, specifically looking at some recent changes in Mexico's import policies. Sounds dry, right? But trust me, this impacts way more than just sombreros.
Exactly. It's all about duty-free apparel imports, and the ripple effects are pretty significant.
Ripple effects? What kind of waves are we talking about here?
Think supply chains, businesses, and even consumers. This isn't just a small tweak, it's a pretty big shift.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Let's unpack this. So, Mexico has decided to put the brakes on duty-free apparel imports. What prompted this decision?
It's a complex issue, but it boils down to protecting domestic industries. They want to give Mexican apparel manufacturers a better chance to compete.
Right, leveling the playing field, so to speak. But what does this actually mean in practice?
It means higher import tariffs on certain apparel items. Suddenly, importing clothes becomes more expensive for businesses.
So, businesses that rely on importing duty-free apparel are now facing higher costs. How are they adapting?
Some are absorbing the increased costs, which impacts their profit margins. Others might look to source apparel from within Mexico or explore alternative markets.
That's a tough spot to be in. Increased costs or finding new suppliers, neither is ideal. This sounds like it could create some serious supply chain disruptions, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Businesses that rely on timely deliveries of apparel might experience delays or shortages. It's a domino effect. Yeah.
And those delays could impact everything from retailers to consumers. It's a bit of a waiting game to see how this all plays out for consumers.
Oh, I see.
This isn't just about Mexico, is it? Could this have wider implications for global trade?
It could set a precedent. Other countries might consider similar measures to protect their domestic industries. It's a complex issue with global ramifications.
It's fascinating how one country's decision can have such a wide-reaching impact. Wow. So what's the outlook? What can we expect to see in the coming months and years?
It's hard to say for sure. We'll likely see adjustments in the supply chain, businesses adapting their strategies, and potentially some price fluctuations for consumers. It's a dynamic situation.
A lot of uncertainty, but also a lot of interesting developments to watch. This has been a really insightful discussion. Thanks for breaking down this complex issue for us.
My pleasure. It's a story that's still unfolding, so it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out.
That was a great discussion.